noticed we also buy 6 months in advance. So I'm currently buying for next summer. And the winter order we put in last year for the ski and snowboard world, we're seeing price changes after the published pricing. So we're having to absorb that. And like Dave said, MAP is minimum advertised pricing. We all compete on a level playing field advertising wise. So the manufacturers are making the decisions on what we're going to charge.
Can you tell me a little bit about how your businesses interact with the global supply chain, or more about some of your direct imports?
I know I talked to several of our businesses in the Junction. Dave was one of them a couple months ago when this whole thing first started, and I said, how is this going to impact you? And it was really interesting because it impacts everybody. But something like I walked into Matador and they're selling Mexican food. She's like, look at all that tequila. Where do you think it's coming from? And she said, those prices are going up. And I said, are you passing it down? She's not, no, not right now because nobody wants a $20 margarita.
Right.
And so she said, we're eating it. And so like something really specific, like it's tequila, it's coming from Mexico. Or I talked to Lisa at Capers. She's got metal furniture. I think that was built in China. And she said, we need to order like you now for next summer. She's like, I'm not ordering that. I'm not going to pay a 50% increase at the time. I don't remember what it was, right? The tariffs.
Who knows? Depends on the day.
Yeah, you don't know. How can you plan? And Sleepers in Seattle, he said, the feet of this sofa are made in Mexico, and then it's all shipped to, I think it's Finland, to be put together before it's imported back into here. He's like, it's so confusing. I don't know what to do. And what I heard again and again with I think a dozen businesses I talked to was the uncertainty was the thing that was really killing them. But all of them said that they would be passing down the price increase, and most of them thought it would happen this fall. September, October is when it would start to come.
Talk to me a little bit more. I'm interested to understand what your experiences are operating within the supply chain. Like, do you receive deliveries? I'm hearing impacts of the need for volume, but what's actually happening with the products that you need to be able to receive?
Well, when we see opportunity buy, we're going to go ahead and try and bring as much as we can. We'll say paddles for paddle boards. So some of the last untariffed paddles were sitting in a warehouse in Oregon, so I just bought them in bulk. So we try and plan a little bit ahead so that we can keep everybody getting paid, including employees in the store.